Hey guys, Rome Total War Jamie here again, coming at you for another battle. This battle will be the Shrine of Omen Part 2. It's pretty much the same as Part 1, apart from this one not having any reinforcements to deal with. So what I've done is I've changed it from hard to very hard difficulty just to try and make up for that loss of reinforcements. But it does still prove to be quite easy. Let's just jump into it. I'll try not to do a lot of talking in this one. Try and get more I don't know, more battles in there, just a lot of close-ups, see how the combat goes, have a look at any fine details or something like that. I'll let you know exactly what happens. So what I do is I bring my main force, which is here, all my great swords, halberdiers, 3 crossbowmen, Karlfrans and a Reichsguard, just in here, just to hold this line. And what I've done is I've taken my 2 pistolier cav and my outriders just up here. Also get 2 spearmen just to hold this line, just in case they do decide to come here. Do keep them here on the hill just to hide them, but for some reason they can still be seen from that angle. I'm not sure why, but that's fine. Also got my handgunners here because you do want them to shoot into the back without being obstructed. As you saw in part 1, they were getting obstructed quite often. And also my hellbuster volley guns, 3 of them, just set up in a line over here, shooting at the enemy from behind. So what they have is obviously the same as part 1. So they have 1, 2 wizards, and they have 3rd wizard in the legendary lord. They have, I think, 3 sets of graveguard, 3 sets of skeleton spearmen, 2 Khan wraiths, 1 hex wraith. And they also have, where is it? Here we go. They also have a banshee in being a melee specialist, so she's really good. Alright, so I'm gonna bring these up here. So quick look at the units. Great swords. Zoom into crossbowmen. Look at the halberdiers. Pretty cool units. Pretty much all round the units, so good against anything. Reichsguard. Shot cav. Pretty cool. Nice shields. Karlfrans himself, I'm sure everyone's seen him quite often in a lot of videos. There he is, his cool cape. Crossbowmen. That there was a spell that was casted on my greatsword, so it did do a fair amount of damage, probably about 1/5, which is pretty decent. I just don't know why. Obviously it's AI and the wizards just come and show it. Wizards aren't that great in combat. Like, they do have good combat stats, but against greatswords they're probably going to struggle. We have the other wizard coming up my Reichsguard. I couldn't really charge the wizard because she was in the air, so until she landed, that's when I could charge. And now that they've come close, I start bringing up my units. If I hold down spacebar, you can see exactly what I've done. So I've got my spears just in front, my skirmisher cav just behind them. My handgun is kind of on the hill to shoot downwards to get a better angle so they aren't obstructed. And also my hellblaster volley guns just in line behind here. So let's have a look at some combat. This is on ultra settings. As you can see, it's quite smooth. So as long as you have, I guess, I have a GTX 764GB, then you'll be fine with ultra settings. And obviously there's just clumps and clumps of units, and it's all smooth if you look at it. It's nice and smooth. Here's the hex wraiths. Cool units. They have different. Their melee attack consists of like magical damage, sort of, I think, fire damage, and they also have armor pen. So they're actually really good against pretty much any single unit on the battle map. Probably won't do well against spears, only because spears get bonuses to them, and halberdiers also. So that's that. Let's have a look at some graveguard against the greatswords here. Pretty cool units too, graveguard. Some have oh, there's actually skeleton and graveguard mix. I was gonna say, where's this guy's helmet? Because all the other graveguard does have helmets. So graveguard are a cool unit. Pretty much high armor, and they do as you can see, the silver shield and the armor thing there represents more block damage from missiles front on than, let's say, the skeleton, which is a bronze shield. So you guys can look into that. Always have a look at all these little bonuses that they give, because they do change tighter in a battle for you. Halberdiers on their own on the wing here. They are up against counter-ape such a really good unit. Skeleton Spearmen just mixed throughout just to get their attention, and also Banshee. Banshee's absolutely killing everyone. She's got 35 kills at the moment and barely a scratch. Did pop hold the line quite late. You're supposed to pop that just when they're about to charge, so you get 100% charge offense. But that's fine. As you know, this battle was very, very easy. They had no reinforcements, and at the end of the game, I'll let you know exactly how many units we have compared to them, and what units got the most kills, etc. Handgunners and the three two pistol air cav and my outrunners did struggle, just because the hex rafts actually pulled out of here and came out to attack my unit. So you'll see exactly how important this hex raft was coming out. Obviously did not do enough to win the battle because we just overwhelmed them over here, but you'll see exactly what kind of job the hex rafts played for the vampire counts at the end of the battle. Just a mess here at the moment. All types of units. Can't even explain what's going on here.
Don't let the zombies bite!
I believe what I did well this battle was try and get the units to crumble quickly. So those grave guards had about a quarter left and they started crumbling already. And they are a grave guard unit, which is quite elite for the vampire counts. So look, even she started crumbling and she was pretty much about half health. So that was my that was what cleaned up the battle pretty quickly, due to these guys being over here flanking. So even though you might think that crumbling isn't the same as like routing and stuff, it is quite similar, although the, how do I put it, the vampire counts remain in battle but they still lose units. So you know, you will be killing units and they'll be losing units, so that they pretty much crumble really, really quickly. And as you see, as soon as these three died, the rest of them started crumbling quite quickly, and she was on her own. She just crumbled by herself. Obviously lone warrior, scared of the battle, and she just escaped. So let's have a look. Carlfran's not doing much. He did fight one of the wizards, which is fine. Great swords, I didn't really use them to great effect apart from holding. Like, I didn't really pick specific units for them to attack, so I just held them in a line. They were pretty much defending the whole time. I did take a lot of damage. Halberdiers did take a lot of damage in the wing because it was pretty much 4-on-1 for a long time, also having the Banshee in there. Two spear units just holding against the Hex race, which came to stuff up my my missile cav. As you can see, 12 kills, 7 kills, 0 kills, very, very poor. And obviously the Hex Wraiths came out, 83 kills, pretty much the highest unit kills both armies, apart from this crossbowman doing very well. The 3 crossbowmen on my army did well because I had them firing pretty much from the get-go. They were never under pressure by any of the wizards flying over and attacking, or any of the other units. So if you can keep your missiles safe in every battle, they will do very well. Same as the handgunners. They did okay until the Hex Wraith got really close, so they actually stopped, and I think they kind of glitched into the mountain. That's just standard issue. Then you got your Reichsguard. They were holding down the wizard at the start, so don't expect them to get many kills, but they did get beat up pretty quickly when I chucked them in that blob of battle just towards the end there, if you saw. Hellblast and volley guns, wasn't sure if they were supposed to attack, they're good at attacking single units or infantry units. I wasn't sure, so what I done was I attacked, I had one attacking like the top chunk, one attacking the middle chunk, one attacking the bottom chunk, just to spread out the fire, just to cause that morale effect on the vampires. So yeah, that's about it. Their wizards done well, obviously. A few spells, Graveguard always doing well. They were up against Great Sword, which are pretty much an even fight, I reckon, in my opinion. Skeleton Spearman, pretty much throwaway unit. Next one's above zombies. Hexwraith obviously doing well, and you can see how well they're done, pulling out all my units and pretty much pulling out the unit and causing my two pistolier cav and my outrider cav to do pretty poorly, as you can see, and possibly stopping the Hellblaster volley guns from getting some decent shots on the rest of the units. Legendary Lord, Very very poor. He is a wizard. Like you don't expect wizards to do a lot of kills, just more spells to disrupt enemy lines, and you expect Graveguard and your Conrad to do a lot of damage, and also the specialist, the melee specialist to do a lot of kills. So they did get a decent amount, but obviously it wasn't enough. We do outnumber them by 5, 6, 7 units, which in any battle should be an easy advantage in open field. If they are defending a settlement, they can defend from the front. You know, if we can't get behind them, as you know, units do well when they flank. So it could be a different type of scenario. Obviously, I can't predict that because it's not one of the battles. But that's it for that. Next one will be the fourth quest battle. Sorry, and then I'll have that uploaded by the end of today. And also part 5 will be coming maybe in the next week or two. See how we go with work and uni. So thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next video.